Hello and welcome to the latest webinar by 42 Guests. My name is Chandan Kr and I am the Senior Product Specialist at 42 Guests. 42 Guests is a leading unified endpoint management provider offering SaaS and on-premise EMM solutions to secure, monitor, and manage all business endpoints such as tablets, phones, desktops, and wearables. The topic that I am here to cover today is rugged device management using SureMDM. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your time. I hope you will find the webinar insightful and you will be able to take away some key points on how you can easily manage and control rugged device on field using SureMDM. So let's get down to business and start with our topic for the day. Now we all know what a rugged device is, but I would still like to quickly take you through the main features that set a rugged device apart from a regular smartphone. Rugged devices usually have tough exteriors which are designed to safeguard the hardware against harsh environment that they may be used in. Examples of the verticals where they are usually used are logistics, field engineers, shipping, construction, healthcare, etc. You'll often find that the device used in these fields face rough handling and have to face difficult conditions. These devices can range from tablets and smartphones to laptops. They operate as regular smart devices but have tougher exteriors to withstand extreme use. In a way, they can be simply described as enhanced version of off-the-shelf commercial hardware. 42 Gears offers mobility management solution to secure and manage rugged handheld across all the verticals. I'll quickly take you through some of the key support features we offer for ruggedized devices. The first point I'll cover is enrollment. When it comes to an EMM solution, the most time-consuming activity is the enrollment process. Fortunately, 42 Gears makes it easy to enroll rugged devices using barcode scanning and OTA activation. Once the devices are enrolled, they will be configured with predefined settings and profiles using default policies. So now let's get down to next feature, that is security. This very important factor for enterprise to maintain the security and privacy policies of the device distributed on the field. Device hacking and other forms of data leakage threats are bugging many industries across all the verticals. SureMDM helps to maintain and secure all of the devices by encrypting corporate files and documents, by restricting peripheral settings and also allowing admin to set complexity level for device passwords. Under peripheral settings, the admin can control file share access, two-way message sharing, Bluetooth, and camera access. So now let's go on to the next key feature, that is the alerts. One of the most common problems that companies face when it comes to device use on field is misuse at the hands of end users. For example, a logistic driver using a company device to log in delivery details might misuse the device for personal browsing or application downloads, which can not only consume company data but also reduces device health. To prevent this, SureMDM offers a notification policy to alert admin on device health. So every time an end user consumes extra battery or update OS version or even attempt to root the device, an alert will be triggered to the admin informing about the action. SureMDM also provides location-based geofencing, time fencing, network fencing policies to alert admin on device state. Within certain areas and business network, for example, if a user is located within a company manufacturing floor, working during office hours and is connected to a business network, admin can ensure certain restrictions on the use of their devices. such as whitelisting and blacklisting applications, turning off camera, restricting access to specific websites, etc. Also available is Telecom management policy that can report on device data usage. So if an end user consumes more data than the defined limit, the admin can set certain compliance action that will prevent the device from raking up large data bills. So regarding the telecom management policies, I will go in deep when I'm demonstrating the feature practically. So now let's get on to the profile section. Using SureMDM, the company admin can configure certain device profile for categorized installation of corporate application or files. Companies can create an enterprise application store to maintain their official apps certainly. They can also use EFSS, that is Enterprise File Storage Sync, to maintain the company's confidential files. Using profiles, admin can configure email settings, Wi-Fi settings, and VPN settings for its ruggedized devices. They can also administer security policies like passcodes. Now we come to, let's go to the device provisioning. Once the user profiles have been created and the settings have been pre-configured as per company's policies, they can be easily pushed out or distributed to rugged devices on field using SureMDM device provisioning. So next key feature of SureMDM I would like to tell is remote help desk. It has always been difficult for admin to manage rugged devices on the field use due to the distance factor. Usually these devices are taken to remote location and can't be quickly returned back to the base or office when there is any kind of malfunction. SureMDM offers a remote help desk feature to mirror the device screen, making it easy for the admin to control and fix the problem remotely. Also, if the end user accidentally loses the device or it is stolen, the admin can remotely lock the device or wipe the confidential corporate data. Under the remote help desk, admin can even take screenshot of device fields in order to analyze the issue and troubleshooting accordingly. The admin can also access and browse the device folder remotely to get the required data. Now let's get down to device tracking feature. The admin can conduct device tracking to locate the device remotely in case of loss or misplacement of the device. For example, if a company's representative is traveling across a large area to deliver packages, the admin can extract a report showing latitude and longitude of the devices based on the date and time. When it comes to rugged devices, most companies have used Windows CE and Windows Mobile operating systems on their legacy devices in industries like logistics, manufacturing, and construction. But in recent months, there seems to be a shift in trend towards Android OS for managing rugged devices. 42 gives support for both Android and Windows platform to ensure that regardless of which OS your rugged device works on, we can manage and secure them easily over the air. For Windows, we support Windows CE 5, 6, 6.5, and 7, as well as Windows Mobile 5.x to 6.5. As far as Android is concerned, we support everything from version 2.2, that is Froyo, to the latest 8.0, that should be Oreo. 42Gs has partnered with some of the biggest rugged device manufacturers to complement their advanced system features with our EMM solution. For example, blocking hardware keys, silently installing and uninstalling application, hiding or disabling bottom bar, remotely reboot the device, remotely take controlling of the device, remotely touch events or configuring the device settings, and many more advanced features we support. Some of 42G's key OEM partners includes Zebra, Honeywell, data logic, SpectraLink, SONIM, and I'll be using SONIM, the rugged device, for the practical demonstration session as well. They are one of the key OEM partner of 42GS, we can see. And other OEM partners are Kyocera, Panasonic, and Urova as well. By partnering with rugged device manufacturers, we get access to system privilege permissions which can be incorporated in our application for better device management and chaos mode lockdown. I hope that was insightful and you are able to get a better understanding of SureMDM that helps to manage and secure rugged devices. We'll now move on to the quick demo session where I'll be practically covering the points in slides above which I had mentioned. So to enroll to SureMDM, first we should directly go to the 42GS website. So once done, there should be a SureMDM login page. Please click on to SureMDM login page. For the new users, please register from the new user, and for the existing user, you can directly punch in your credentials and it will navigate to home page of SureMDM. So now it is navigating to SureMDM home page. As you can see, in a centralized place, let it be a Windows 7, 8, 10 platform, or let it be a Windows CE platform or Android platform, let it be even Linux platform, 42GS, as a 42GS, we support for all the platforms. So now let us get into the practical demonstration session, which I'll be explaining the high-level features on how to use ruggedized devices. Enrolling a rugged device is pretty much easy, I can say. You just need to install SureMDM Nix agent on the device side. When I say device side, you can directly go to Play Store and punch in SureMDM Nix agent. You will be getting the Nix agent downloaded and installed in the device. It looks like this. As soon as the SureMDM Nix agent is downloaded, just launch the Nix agent. You will get a Get Started page. Please tap on Get Started page, and the next navigation page would be Scan QR code. Enrolling part is pretty much easy and simpler in the SureMDM when it goes to the 42GS product, I would say. So as an admin, let's say you have hundreds of devices. How do you enroll on just scanning the QR code? Directly go to account settings on the right hand top corner. You'll get a device enrollment option. So this scan QR code, you can even take a printout or directly scan QR code from the console side. As soon as you scan this QR code on the device side, you will be enrolled to the console and the device will be centrally placed here on the home page. Yes, I'm using SONIM as a demonstrator device, as a test device. We can see there's a rugged device which is running under Nougat. All the device information, everything will be shown on the right hand side of the panel. Let it be a network it is connected to, or the SSID, even the local IP address it is connected to. Let's say what is the device model? It is XP8800. Every details of the device will be captured on the right hand side. So yes, even for the Windows CE devices, you can see there is a Windows CE, that is Data Logic Falcon device, which yes, it is a legacy device. As you can see, even the battery status and the memory has been consumed, everything will be shown on the right hand side. So what is it on the left hand side we are saying is the groups. Let's say the field engineers have been distributed the devices and they are located in the various locations. Let's say the east part of the location, west, south, and the north. As an admin, I will be able to create a different groups to enroll the device and segregate the device according to the field. As you can see, I have created just now the test folder. You can directly drag and drop this particular device to any folder as you wish. So now let's see the key feature of the ruggedized device and using SureMDM. How will you be able to configure the policies and push the settings? Go to Jobs part and click on New Job. Select the platform as Android or Windows, any Windows C, anything should be possible. So as a demonstration purpose, I would like to go to Android for first and then followed by Windows C. As per the slides, yes, using SureMDM, you will be able to distribute the application and you will be able to uninstall the application remotely. You will be even able to update the application as well. So you just need to go to Install Application, click on Add App, browse the application which you would like to install. Just click on OK, save the job as, and click on OK. Once you save as a job, it will be listed in the job list. Please wait until the status is 100%. And then you can go back to home page. Now, to apply for the particular device, you can select that particular device and click on Apply button. Many of the enterprise industry, they don't want to waste the time. They can, on one click of button, they want to push and distribute the application to all over the device on one click. So how can we do that? Let's see that. You just need to select a group which has all the devices enrolled and click on Apply button and select the job whichever you have installed, and then on clicking, once you click on Apply button, the particular application will be installed on the device part. So this is it about the installation of application. Yes, if the device is Knox enabled or the device is EA assigned, all the applications and whatever you are pushing silently, it will be installed on the device without even user intervention. So what is this next topic, next feature, file transfer? Let's say an administrator or the enterprise business committee want to transfer the confidential data to the teams such as sales team, testing team, development team. There are various confidential data which they don't want to distribute blindly, wherein security is not there. When compared to 42 gas, as soon as you upload your confidential data and push to distribute to the devices, it will be in encrypted format so that none of the details will be distributed personally and the misuse of the files will not be done. You just need to click on file transfer, upload the files and push to the devices. Yes, as I said, two-way message broadcasting is possible. You just need to click on text message and then go ahead. Run script is very much important, comprehensive run script. Whereas what is run script? Let's say you want to launch a particular application, or you want to reboot the device, or you want to apply some configuration settings. You can directly select the particular run script. Let's say you want to change the time zone. You just click on change time zone and click on validate. Let's say the time zone would be the Asia. So it is validated. Once you insert, you just need to save as a job. Before that, please enter the job name, script to change the time zone. So once you are saved, it will be saved in the job list, and applying part is pretty much easy. You just need to select a group or that particular device and apply to the devices. So one of the main feature which I was explaining during my demonstration on the in the third slide is telecom management policy. What is telecom management policy? Let's say a device has been distributed to various fields and the SIM has been provided by the administrator, wherein before MDM, some of our customers or clients were explaining that there has been lots of misuse of data usage and the leakage of data usage. When it comes to SureMDM, we have a beautiful feature called Telecom Management Policy, wherein you can configure billing cycle, let it be weekly or monthly. Now, as an admin, you have an option to set a threshold. As soon as the end user crosses the threshold, limit one, that is 500 MB of data, what action you want to take. When I say action, you can send an alert to the device, or you can even send an alert to the MDM console. Yes, you can even send an alert to your personal email ID as well. So as soon as an end user crosses the particular data limit, you will get an alert. And second threshold, you can even set like as soon as an end user crosses threshold of 600 MB of data, what action to be taken, whether the block data, whether you want to block the data of the device, or what action to be performed. And remember, if you are blocking the data server, the mobile device will not be able to sync with the console. The same way, we can even track the call logging and SMS logging as well. We'll be able to generate the reports in a time phase, and the reports will be generated in a CSV format. So now let's go into the geofencing part. So what is this geofencing? Geofencing is the key feature of SureMDM. We can say, let's say a particular area has been fenced. When I say fence, please draw the fence. As an admin, I'll be able to locate my business area. Let's say this is my business bay. I'm drawing a fence. Yes. Let me explain you how this works. As soon as a device is inside the fence, and admin want to block particular applications, let's say a gaming application, or they want to blacklist certain websites, or they don't want to give them access to the Play Store, everything can be done. So this is according to the enterprise admin policies or the compliance policy what they have inside their business area. As soon as the device is exited from the fence, what action to be taken? So as I said, as soon as the device is out of the business bay building, they'll be able to access anything and everything as a normal device. This is a beautiful feature used by most of our customers, and they're happy with this. Oh yeah, and one more beautiful important thing about this is, as soon as the device enters to this particular fence, you can even get an alert notification to your personal email ID as well. So that post that you will be able to generate a report and take the further actions. Same way for the time fence and the network fence as well. Let me give an example for the education sector. Uh, as soon as the children's using the rugged devices enter to the school at that particular time, let's say from morning 10 a.m. to evening 6 p.m., they should be restricted with the gaming application, and they should be restricted to use the device for only educational websites and educational applications. Now, as soon as the students exit, that is the end time, after 6 p.m., they should be able to use the devices normal, the open devices. The same for network fence as well. As soon as the end user connects it to business SSID, certain applications should be able to use by business application should be used by end users. Because of the compliance policies, some of the enterprise use admin, they doesn't want to use email client outside the fence, that is outside the network. because there are most of the security and confidential data will be stored, right? So as soon as they are out of this particular network fence, they will be able to use a device normally, and it's up to the admin how they want to configure the policies and set the policies. So they said about the high level key features about the Android devices. Now let's take an example. What is this remote help desk which I was talking about? Let's say on the field engineers, they are not able to configure some of the settings, and the device has been misused or the device has been stolen. You want to monitor the device and what is happening on the device end. You just need to select a device, take a remote help desktop, wherein you will be real time mirror the device and touch events can be performed. So in the remote support feature, where there will be two access feature wherein you will be remotely able to mirror the device and control the device. On the right hand side, there will be a file manager of the device. Let's wait for some time until it gets loaded. It usually takes only few seconds. Yes, here comes the remote support screen. As I said, you will be remotely able to mirror the screen. You will be remotely able to configure the settings and even take the screenshot if some malfunction happens. Now let me go to the home page of the device. As soon as I click on home page of the device, so just click on home page, it will redirect to home screen of the device. So on the right hand side, whatever we are seeing is the device file manager, wherein you will be able to get the access of all the files which are there on the device. Here you will be able to upload the files, download the files remotely. For example, if a delivery guy goes to a destination to deliver the product and scan QR code, and he is in a field, as an admin, I want that scan QR of the product. How would you like to take it? You just need to go to remote support, select that particular file and download it. So now let's say a device, as a delivery guy, I don't know how to configure the settings. You can take the remote action of the device by clicking on home button, or you can even configure the settings remotely. Let's say, yeah, here you can see once I click on the home button, it has navigated me to the home screen. Like that, you will be able to make and touch events as well. So now let's move on to the next key feature, that is geo tracking of the device, location tracking of the device. Let's say a device has been traveling from one place to other place. You want to know the real-time location of the device. How would you will be able to do it? Using SureMDM location tracking policy, you will be able to real-time locate the device like this. As you can see, the date, time, lat, long, and which address it is the device is physically present. And yes, let's say as an admin, I want to track a device from morning 10 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. How do I get the history of the location of the device, where or not the device has been traveled? Just hit the history button, and here you can, if you zoom the map, you'll be able to see the device from which place to which place it has been traveled. In my case, I just moved from one building to second building. You can see from first place to second place. All the reports which you are seeing on the right hand side, you will be able to download the reports in a CSV format and share it across with the team. Yes, now let's say the security is most concerned for the rugged devices. I want to see all the applications which are downloaded and which are installed on the devices. So how do I would be able to check even the application version of the device? Using SureMDM applications feature, you will be able to see what are the application has been installed on the devices with the package ID and the version. You can see here the download apps, the package name, and the version of the device. Let it be even the system apps, everything will be showed in the application store. If you want to uninstall any of the downloaded apps, you can directly select that particular application and uninstall that application. Yes, I was even explaining about the EFSS, that is Enterprise File Storage Sync. If you want to push your own repository, let's say your own enterprise file storage onto the device, how would you do that? Please go to the file storage option, upload the necessary files which you want to do that, and as let it be a PDF file, let it be a video file, image file. As an demonstration purpose, let me just upload one file, text file. So once it is uploaded, how would you push this particular file to the devices? So before explaining how to do the device provisioning, let me go to the profiles to configure some of the options. After that, we'll just do the device provisioning for the devices. For the Android platform, please select the Android and then click on Add. If you want to do the configuration of password policies, here we can select what should be the password parity, let it be alphabetic. What should be a device password strength, let it be 7. And after failed attempts, what should the Nix agent do? All the necessary configuration policies you would be able to configure here. And yes, let's say you want to push an application from the profiles, you can directly go to application policy and then add the application. Here you will be able to get 3 options. One is SureMDM App Store. You can even define your own enterprise application store from here. If you want to push any of the application from the Play for Work, please select that. For now, I'll be selecting an enterprise application store. You can choose the app which is there already there in your repository. Yes, you'd even be able to select the web application. What is web app? If you want to directly navigate to some of the website, just enter that particular web app in the app store and select that particular web application from the application policy. The next key feature is if you want to distribute the confidential data. As you remember, I had uploaded a file from the file store. The same file, if I want to distribute to the devices, you just need to select a device and select a file and then click on done button. Now let me name this profile as a team lead. So yes, why did I mention as a team lead? As an admin, I want only team leads to get access to the file sharing policy and even the application policies which I have given access to them. So just save as a profile, go to the home page, select a device and apply that particular profile. So there's all about the Android. Let me just quickly give the high level of Windows CE and mobile devices as well. Please go to the job similar to the Android which I had shown. Go to the new job, select a Windows CE platform. Here, pretty much features will be same as Android. Let it be install application, file store, and one of the beautiful feature what we have is execute program. If you want to execute, let's say you want to launch particular application using particular parameter, you just need to enter the device path and save as a job name and push it to the devices. And yes, most of the confidential data will be there on the device end users. What if the device has been stolen or misplaced? Yes, as an admin, we have a beautiful option to wipe out the device confidential data. On one click, select the remote data wipe, save as a job and push to the devices. This on the device end, everything will be wiped. Now let's go back to the Windows mobile devices. Here, one of the beautiful feature what we have is to execute the run script. What is run script? In a run script, you will be able to even change the registry policies and configure few of the settings remotely. Now let's say I want to lock the device at this particular time tomorrow. I want to schedule a job. How would I do? Just go to lock device, configure the lock device policy, save as a job, go to home page, select a Windows device, click on apply button. Here If you remember, I had created a lock policy. You can go to configure schedule time and then select a date and time, click on apply button, automatically it will be pushed to the devices. Similar way, you will be able to get a notification alert if the device goes online, offline, or you can even configure the policies. Let's say if you want to connect a Windows mobile device, rugged devices to particular Wi-Fi configuration, please go to configuration policy and punch in your SSID and even the network key here. Save as a job, push this particular job to the devices. So that is it about the demonstrating high level features about the SureMDM product. Thank you for listening. Now I would like to quickly move on to some of the most frequently asked questions. I have tried to define some of the most common questions that we have come across on a daily basis for managing rugged devices. Let me take you through them one by one. The first question is, can the hardware keys in Windows CE rugged devices be restricted? Yes, we can restrict hardware keys. In fact, using SureLock product of 42 years, we can restrict specific hardware keys as well. Let me just quickly go through the console and show you how to manage and how to configure the Bluetooth management. Go to the jobs, go to the Windows Mobile, select an operating system as Windows Mobile, click on configuration policy. Since it is an restriction policy, you will be able to restrict from the registry keys as well. Just select the particular key and the path here, save as a job, and then push it across to the devices. So now let me move on to the second question. Is it possible to limit cellular monthly data usage on Android rugged devices? Yes, SureMDM Telecom Management Policy option allows you to set an alert by specifying data usage threshold for a mobile device for a specific period of time. You can even set a too limited threshold, as I showed you in the demonstration. You can set a limit and you can get even the notification alert as well. So the next question is, can the registry configuration can be done in Windows mobile devices? Yes, the answer is yes. Using SureMDM configuration profiles, in the demonstration, if you remember, I had shown how to configure a particular SSID and distribute to the particular devices. In the same way, please go to the SureMDM jobs, select a platform as Windows Mobile, and go to configuration policy and set your registry configuration and save as a job and push it across to the devices. So that's those are the frequently asked questions I might tell. If you have more questions, please feel free to drop in a mail at webinars@42gas.com or visit us at www.42gas.com. And with that, we come to the end of this webinar. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure being with you today. Thanks again for joining us today, and we will see you next time.